Hello everyone. Today the topic of my presentation is formal and informal organization. This is Charumati from First BCom A, KCS Kasinada College of Arts and Science. Synopsis. First, meaning of formal and informal organization. Second, definition of formal and informal organization. Third, characteristics of formal and informal organization. Fourth, merits and demerits of formal and informal organization. Fifth, difference between formal and informal organization. Next, we will see formal organization. Meaning, formal organization refers to the structure of well-defined jobs, each bearing a definite measures of authority, responsibility, and accountability. Formal organization is predetermined by the top management. It is based on the principles of divisions of labor and delegation of authority. Next, definition. According to the Chester Barnard, an organization is formal when the activities of two or more persons are consciously coordinated towards a common objective. Next, characteristics of formal organization. First, designed by top management. Formal organization is predetermined and designed by the top management to facilitate smooth functioning of the organization. Second, well-defined relationship. It specifies the relationship among the various job positions and the nature of the interrelationship. This making it clear as to who has to report to whom. Third, achievements of objectives. Formal organization is a means to achieve the objectives specified in the plans, as it lays down the rules and procedures essential for the achievements. Fourth, basis of performance. Formal organization structure is based on the jobs to be performed and not according to the individuals who have not performed the jobs. Fifth, based on management principles. Formal organization is framed on the principles of management, say for instance delegation of authority, unity of command, divisions of work, discipline, etc. Next, merits of formal organization. First, achievements of goal. Second, optimum uses of resources. Third, stability. Fourth, fixation of responsibility. Next, demerits of formal organization. First, delay in decision making. Second, difficulties in understanding relationship. Third, rigidity. Informal organization. Meaning, informal organization refers to the relationship between the people in the organization based on personal attitude, emotion, prejudices, likes and dislikes, etc. Informal groups are based on common taste, language, culture, problem or other factor. They are not pre-planned and develop automatically within the organization. Next, definition. According to the Chester Barnard, informal organization is joint personal activity without conscious common purpose through contributing to joint result. Next, characteristics of informal organization. First, creation. Informal organization, it is not officially created. It's developed spontaneously. Personal contacts and relationships among the members are the driving forces for the creation of informal organization. Second, satisfaction of needs. Informal organization comes into existence to satisfy those personal, social and psychological needs of the personal which cannot be satisfied within the framework of formal organization. Third, standard of behavior. The standard of behavior in informal groups involve from group norms rather than officially laid down rules and regulations. Fourth, voluntary membership. Membership of an informal groups is voluntary. A person may be a member of more than one informal group in the organization. Fifth, no definite structure. Informal organization has no definite structure or form because it is a complex network of social relationships among members. Sixth, channelized of communication. In informal organization, independent of channel channels of communication extend without any specified flow of information. Next, merits of informal organization. First, quick feedback. Second, stability. Third, planning of activities. Fourth, fulfillment of social needs. Fifth, fulfillment of organizational objectives. Sixth, suggestion for problems. Next, demerits of informal organization. First, resistance to change. Second, conflict between group interest and organizational interest. Third, generation and spread of rumors. Fourth, role conflict. Next, we will see difference between formal and informal organization. Meaning, formal organization, an organization created by the management in the form of structure of authority is called formal organization. Informal organization, an organization born out of mutual relation is called informal organization and it is emerged automatically. Second, origin. Formal organization, it is established because of rules and policy of the organization. Informal organization, it is established because of social relationship. Third, authority. Informal organization, authority is born out of the post established in the organization and move downwards. Informal organization, authority come into in existence because of individual virtue. Authority moves downward or it can be horizontal. Fourth, behavior. Formal organization, behavior is predetermined. It means that is know before and who will do what and how will we do it, who will be boss and who will be subordinate. Informal behavior is depend on individual attachment, which means it is not predetermined. Fifth, flow of communication. Informal organization, communication is defined that it moves according to the scale or chain of authority. In informal organization, communication is not defined, it can move in any direction. Sixth, nature. In formal communication, it's smooth, stable, forecasting is possible in it. In informal organization, it is temporary and less stable. Forecasting is not possible in it. Thank you all for listening to my presentation.